Exploring the Temple of Artemis, a wonder of the ancient world. Hello everyone. Welcome to One World, One Story. Today we will introduce you to the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. This place used to be the greatest temple in ancient times. It was built to honor the goddess Artemis, the goddess of hunting and fertility. If you are ready, let's get started. Part 1. What is the Temple of Artemis? A model of the temple in the past and a current image of the ruins. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus is a large temple built to honor the goddess Artemis, the goddess of hunting, fertility, and protection. The temple is located in the city of Ephesus, which used to be an important center of trade and culture in Asia Minor, or in what is now Turkey. The Temple of Artemis is famous as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, for its large size and architectural beauty that made people from all over the world have to come and see it. Part 2. History of the construction of the Temple of Artemis. A simulation of the construction and life of the Ephesians in ancient times. The Temple of Artemis was first built in the 8th century BC by Greeks living in Ephesus. Later, in 550 BC, the temple was rebuilt by Emperor Croesus of Lydia, who supported the construction on a grand scale, using resources and craftsmen from all over the region. The structure of the temple was built entirely of marble, and there were 127 Ionic columns, which were 18 meters high, arranged around the temple. The temple was not only a sacred place, but also the center of trade and culture of Ephesus at that time. Part 3. The importance of the Temple of Artemis. A simulation of the rituals and worship of the goddess Artemis. The Temple of Artemis was not only a great building, but also an important place of religious and cultural importance for the ancient Greeks. Artemis was worshipped as the goddess of fertility, and the people of Ephesus believed she protected the city from harm. Each year, a festival was held in honor of Artemis, which attracted people from all over the region and made the temple an important religious and economic center. Part 4. Destruction and rebuilding. Image of the burned temple and reconstruction. As great as the Temple of Artemis was, it did not escape the devastation of history. In 356 BC, the temple was burned down by Herostratus, a man who wanted to make a name for himself by burning the greatest temple of its time. The Temple of Artemis was later rebuilt and became even grander. However, in the 3rd century, the temple was destroyed again by the invading Goths and was eventually abandoned, until the construction materials of the temple were used to build other buildings in later eras. Part 5. The Temple of Artemis today. Image of the ruins of the temple today and tourists. Today, the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus is left with only ruins, and some columns still standing, although almost all of the buildings have been lost. The temple is still important as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and is an important destination for tourists and historians. In addition, some artifacts from the Temple of Artemis are displayed in museums such as the British Museum, which allows us to continue learning about the greatness of this temple. Part 6. The importance of the Temple of Artemis to the world. A model of the temple in the past and images of tourists today. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus is not only a wonder of the world, but also a representative of the faith and creativity of ancient man. This place is also an inspiration for historians, archaeologists, and tourists who want to learn about ancient Greek civilization. Even though thousands of years have passed, the Temple of Artemis remains a symbol of greatness. And it is something that the world remembers as a valuable cultural heritage. A model of the temple in the past and a picture of the place today. How is it, everyone? With the story of the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, a place that was once one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. If you like this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our One World, One Story channel. See you in the next clip. Goodbye.